back to the channel. Today we are going to be ranking 156 MLB starting pitchers. Now this was made at the end of 2024. I didn't want to take the time to add new ones. So there's going to be a couple of names left out here, like some people who debuted this year. First one off the top of mind is Noah Cameron. Don't know why, but Noah Cameron's not on here. So any of the rookies will not be on this list. Maybe I could find one that includes the rookies or just rank rookies in a future video. But how it's going to work is here are the categories. We have elite, right? Straightforward. He is elite. Ace adjacent. This is a guy who maybe gets the results of an ace, but doesn't have that elite strikeout stuff that I'm looking for in an ace. I guess we'll get to some of the guys. I was going to give an example, but you'll see as we get along. 2022 Shane McClanahan, pretty straightforward and simple. 1 year of absolute dominance. He finished, I think, top 5 at Cy Young. He's been hurt ever since. I think that these players have an opportunity to go higher, but they need to do it for more years to be above this tier. White Sox #1. You're the ace on the White Sox. That's all I'm going to leave right there. First half, David Peterson. This is pretty simple. You look at David Peterson in the first half. Going on. Okay, he had a 3.06 ERA in the first half, and that ballooned all the way to a 4.22 in the second half. So great first half numbers. Had around a 5+ ERA in the second half. First half, David Peterson's good. David Peterson is average. Second half, David Peterson is bad. Or have the potential to be better, but if you overthrew this year, your arm can't handle the innings. Maybe you should be a reliever. We'll play with this category as we go along. Needs a new pregame ritual. This is a guy that I think could maybe change teams, add a pitch, take away a pitch, add some depth, head over to Driveline, head over to Teacher Man. I don't know. He needs to work on some things, but I have the belief that he can be a better pitcher or at least a league average pitcher one day. You'll make it to the Rockies. Pretty self-explanatory. These are players that will be on the Rockies at some point in their career. Actually, hold on. Let me get rid of the Rockies. Or have been to the Rockies. You've been to the Rockies at some point, or you will be there, and that's because you're bad, right? You're bad. You can't play, and you'll go to be sent to die, like i.e. Greg Holland, right? Greg Holland was bad, then he went to the Rockies, and then his career died. Funny name, but can't pitch. I built this category for one name in particular. We'll see if we get there, and I think I can add a couple more names to it. And simple, you're on the Rockies. These are guys that are on the Rockies, and they can't pitch well there because they're on the Rockies, and the pitching development in the Rockies stinks. I just saw a recent video from I think it was Willitics or Lance Brozdowski, one of the two. Couple of great content creators that do a great job at describing pitching, the nuances, and you should go check out their channels as well, because this is what made me want to start this tier list today. All right, let's get it started with, oh boy, Aaron Ashby. Aaron Ashby is the guy for needs a new pregame ritual for me. Aaron Ashby has all the talent in the world, right? Lefty that throws 97. Hasn't been able to put it all together, right? Four-seam sinker, slider, changeup, curveball, I believe. He needs to throw the changeup more, curveball less, and he cannot locate for anything. So I think he needs to go to a good organization. Even though the Brewers are a good organization, I think he needs to go change of scenery. Head to the Guardians. He's a future Guardian in the next couple of years, maybe a Red Sox as well. Also, some of these names I'm going to be going by a little quick. There are 156 names here, so I'm sorry if I don't spend as much time on your favorite pitcher/player. Aaron Civale. You're going to make your way to the Rockies. It's kind of simple. You've kind of gotten the peak with Aaron Civale. He was good on the Rays, good on Cleveland. there's only so much you could do with 90-mile-an-hour fastball, right? I know he has like 8 pitches: sinker, cutter, slider, changeup, curveball, four seam. I think he even mixed in a split at one point and a sweeper. So he has a lot of pitches, but doesn't have the velocity to keep up with the big leaguers nowadays. Because you could just look at him, and then you could look at like Yoshinobu Yamamoto as the same pitches, but has an extra like 8 ticks in velocity. He's going to make it to the Rockies, and then his career will die, just like his build of pitcher. That's the word I was looking for. Aaron Nola. So if you would have done Aaron Nola when this list was originally created, he'd probably be White Sox #1. But right now, I'm just going to give him David Peterson. I know he had a bad year last year. He was hurt, and towards the end of the year, he started to get a little bit better. But Aaron Nola, at the end of the day, I think at this point in his career, as a 33-year-old, Aaron Nola is who he is. He's gonna kind of like an Aaron Savali type, paint the corners with 90 poo, and give a nice big old loopy curveball from that weird delivery that's going to get some called strike threes every fifth day. That's basically what you're asking for Aaron Nola. And the Phillies don't have a good defense behind them to be able to get all those ground balls that he's given up. Maybe if he were to go to a new team, he'd be a little bit better, but that contract is not looking good for the Phillies as of this point. Oh boy, Mr. Pressure Man himself, Alek Manoah. You'll make your way to the Rockies. I know he got picked up by the Angels this offseason. And he could fit under the needs of new pregame ritual because he was just a Cy Young finalist, I believe, 3 years ago. But I don't like him. This is my list. I'm biased. Um, he's fat. And on to the next one. Okay. No, he just. I don't like his attitude, but this is strictly about baseball. Realistically, he's between one of these two. I'm gonna put him on. You'll make your way to the Rockies or have been there. I see him as a Rocky after an Angel, and then I see his career dying. At least in Major League Baseball. At least in Major League Baseball, he can go pitch and he can go strike out independent league hitters. Is this Alex Wood? Okay, Alex Wood, funny name but can't pitch. Simple. This name in his career at this state of his career, 33, 35 years old, somewhere in there. Lefty with a nice two-seamer changeup slider. I think he had a cutter at some point, but he's washed. He can't pitch. I think he retired in real life here. Real life. This is real life. I think he retired, and I think Alex Wood is under funny name but can't pitch. Andrew Abbott. He'd be the White Sox #1. He just have the stuff. He doesn't have the stuff to be 2022 Shane McClanahan. Andrew Abbott does not get a lot of strikeouts, but gets results. He's a great pitcher, a pitcher that everybody wants on their team. Lefty, big fastball, slider, big curveball. Honestly, he's just Nick Lodolo from a higher arm slot, and I love him. He gets a lot of ground balls. Really efficient pitcher. But he's the White Sox #1 because he would be the White Sox #1 if they had him right now. I'm so sorry, Shane Smith. Heen Dog. I think he also retired. So I'm gonna. I can't say put him on. You'll make your way up into the Rockies because he hasn't. So I'll say second half. David. Olgo needs a new pregame ritual. I think he could have. I know he retired. I think he could have latched on to another team that was able to fix some of the problems with his delivery. The hitch just doesn't work anymore. I think he needed a cutter. I think a cutter to righties would have been huge for him. I think that would a nice dead zone cutter because everything just went away from righties except for the slider, and there's so many and back foot sliders do not work forever. Um, Straight up. Austin Gomber, you're on the Rockies. Don't need to say much about Austin Gomber. He's bad. He's a lefty. He throws. I don't even think he reaches 90. Um, I wouldn't doubt if he was not in the major leagues after this year. I'm so sorry to Austin Gomber and his family. I think he has a TikTok. I'm so sorry, but he is on the Rockies. Bailey Falter, is that you? Bailey Falter was pretty good this year. I'm going to give him second half David Peterson. He's probably slightly below average, but he, as you can see, how important velocity is. He's basically just Andrew Heaney with some velocity, basically Alex Wood with some velocity. I think he throws 93. Good four seam changeup slider, is able to get hitters out. I'm not going to talk too much about Bailey Falter. Bailey Ober, the right handed Bailey Falter, good 2 years ago. Good, had a really good changeup, but he's so much more of a vertical guy that he needs a new pitch as well. He threw a sinker and then he stopped throwing a sinker. I think he needs a sweeper, a nice big looping sweeper, because everything he throws is hard. It's hard slider, hard changeup, well, for his standards. All of the velocities are pretty close. I think he needs to separate his velocities a little bit more, and I think he might see some more results with the Twins. Good guy, 6'10", should throw a lot harder than he does. Bobby Miller. He's essentially on the Rockies, right? I mean, his career is basically over. He might be overseas. He's not. No, I can't put him there. But you'll make your way to the Rockies if he comes back to the bigs. He'll be over to the Rockies. He's one of the few case studies where velocity it doesn't matter because you're bad and you can't locate. He might have some of the more 99-mile-an-hour pitches that ended up down the middle I've ever seen. Hard slider. I think those were the only two pitches he really had any sort of confidence in. He didn't really have much outside of it. I know he developed a sinker, but it was all getting hit hard, and the Dodgers have 47 starting pitchers. By the time this video comes out, they could have Tarek Skubal, Bobby Miller. We're gonna put him right there. Brady Singer went to the Reds, and honestly, I thought he was gonna be really bad, but he wasn't. He had a straight league average ERA at a 4.11, I believe, this past year, and he's bang on average. I mean, he was good. He pitched well, average strikeout rate, average walk rate, just average. And if you put it in Great American Small Park, you could move him up a little bit, but I don't think that's enough to warrant it. Brady Singer's good. I would want him on my team as a great number 4 or 5 starter. Who is this? Not Ryan Nelson. Hold on the fly. I know a lot of players. Who are you? Okay, who are you? Uh, oh God, this isn't good for my reputation. Okay, Brian Bayo. I think he's first half David Peterson. He's basically Aaron Nola with velocity, right? He has sinker, cutter, slider, changeup, sweeper. I mean, he has all the pitches in the bag. Needs to use the fastball a little bit less. I think the Red Sox are doing that with him. I think he's a great number 3 starter. I would love him as a number 3 starter for my team. I think he just needs something in his delivery. His delivery is a little too simple. I know that sounds weird to hear that, but it is a little too simple. I think hitters have the timing down in his delivery, but I like his repertoire. I like his stuff. I'm coming from a Yankee fan. I hate facing him every time. He absolutely kills the Yankees. Brian Wu. He's ace adjacent. He went on that a crazy inning streak last year. I love Brian Wu. Throws like 65 to 70% fastballs, maybe even higher than that. Doesn't even care. He's so good at locating them. He can put them wherever he wants. He could put them. He could put them on your head. He could put them on the bottom corner of the zone. He could probably hit your wife in the stands with one. He could hit a children's ice cream cone. He's awesome. I love this guy. He will eventually need to add more pitches, but for last year, he was great, dominant, and awesome. Bryce Miller, he wasn't very good. He threw did he throw too much fastball? I think he relied a lot on the fastball 2023, 2024. Wanted to diversify his pitch mix. Didn't work out so well for him past year. He wasn't good, but I think he can get up to being in this territory. But for right now, I'm going to put him in David Peterson as of right now. Do I look all right? Do I look fine? Yeah. Um, Cal Quantrill, you're on the Rockies. Your career is going to die. Sorry. Carlos Rodon. I think he's The White Sox, number one. As I am a Yankee fan, I am a homer. But at the end of the day, I think Carlos Rodon, for the rest of his time, at least in the Yankee uniform, he's going to be a really solid number two, if not a good number three. He threw 180 innings, got to 200 Ks, I believe, or just about. He was awesome. But I do think going to his age 32-year-old season, I think he'll slow down just a little bit. But I think that's still good enough to be the White Sox number one. I think him and Andrew Abbott are on the same tier for me. Casey Mize. Oh Lord. Needs a new pregame ritual. He throws pretty hard, has a good split, good slide. He just needs something else. He's so boring. I mean, Casey Mize. No, I'll make him second half David Peterson. He is just so boring, but he's so consistently below average. He's consistently in the 90 to 100, ERA plus. Jeez, sorry, 90 to 100 ERA plus. But he has good stuff. He has the mean. He was a former number one overall pick. I think if another org can get to him, um, especially like the Marlins, I could see him being a Marlin. I could see him being a future Ray. I think they're going to do some work with him because he needs to throw more high fastball. He throws more low fastball to pair with the split. He needs high fastball, low split, and I think he should add a sinker. I know he throws one, but he doesn't throw it very often. I think he needs to throw it a little bit more often. Charlie Morton, think he retired. Buzzsaw curveball. Love this guy. He's a David Peterson. He's always been average, except for a couple of years with the Rays, of course. He was elite, getting 3,300 RPM curveballs. Awesome. I love when guys just rip curveballs. Just so exciting for me. Is this Chase Silseth? Oh, God, I haven't thought of that name in a while. He's a classic Angel. He was brought up immediately. Um, does he qualify for funny name but can't pitch? Chase Silseth? No, we'll say needs to do pregame ritual. It's simple. Um, he needs to get away from the Angel organization. The Angels just sign trash heaps. They sign guys like Kenley Jansen and Alek Manoah, and they signed a couple other guys this offseason. I can't name off the top of my head. Just old pitchers that used to be good or former top 100 prospects. They draft a guy and they immediately bring him up. That's how they work. That's how they've done it with every single one of their prospects because they need players. He needs to go somewhere else. Chris Bassett, he's so old, but he's so average. I love Chris Bassett. 8 pitches, and he threw a 69-mile-an-hour curveball last year. That himself puts him in average. Chris Paddock, I mean, he looks like he doesn't like pitching. He looks so stiff when he's up there. Like when he's throwing the ball, he looks like it hurts every single time. If you don't want to see Chris Paddock pitch, go look up Chris Paddock delivery, and it looks incredibly um, painful. But he'll make his way to the Rockies. He'll fizzle out. Chris Sale, he's elite. I don't really care that he was hurt last year. The last full season he pitched, he won the Cy Young. Chris Sale's absolutely elite. Has 300 Ks in the season, and doesn't he's lost a little bit of velocity, but it doesn't even matter because he's Chris Sale and he's awesome. I love Chris Sale. I've always wanted him on the Yankees, and I am jealous of the Red Sox, the Braves to have really good seasons out of him. Christian Javier, or as better known as 2023 popular Cy Young pick that did not work out. He's second half David Peterson. He's consistently been below average since he's come back. Well, you know what? No, I'm going to put him in second half David Peterson. Big ride fastball, huge rising fastball. That's why he throws it up in the zone. The problem is when he's not well and he throws it not in the top of the zone, it gets hammered, like absolutely hammered, because those rise fastballs don't work at the bottom of the zone. They work at the top of the zone. Again, I think he could have a decent future ahead of him. I think he's only 27. But as of right now, he's a little bit below average on the pitching scale. Christopher Sanchez, this is going to go against my categories, but he's elite. He's progressively gotten better. This isn't like a one-off season. In fact, I'm moving Ryan Wood down to 2020 Shane McClanahan. He's only done it for 1 year at all. He's awesome. Sinker, cutter, changeup, four-seamer or slider. Yeah, sinker, cutter, changeup, slider. Awesome pitch. Great extension. 6'8" lefty, kind of like myself. Pitched in the big leagues, kind of like myself. Nasty. I mean, this is probably my favorite pitcher to watch in the game, behind Paul Skeens probably, and he's great. I don't talk too much about him. He's a Cy Young contender every single year. He makes 30 starts. God, there's so many names to go. Be quick. Clark Schmidt. Too many Tommy Johns. I think this is the second one. He's average when he pitches, but he's too many Tommy Johns. Clay Holmes is now a starter. He's the epitome of first half David Peterson, and second half David Peterson. Elite in the first half, started to slow down a little bit in the second half. So I'm going to put him as David Peterson. I think don't think. Well, no, I'm going to put him in the first half because he had a great first half stretch. I think with another season of innings under the book in the books. I'm sorry. I think he could be able to put more mileage on that arm over the season. I think he's going to stick here. I really like Clay Holmes as a starting pitcher. Was Cole Win? Oh my god, I'm surprised I knew who he was. Cole Win. I'm gonna put in a funny name. Can't pitch because he's Cole Win, but he can't win any games. Oh god. He should. Did he make a start in 2025? I don't even know if he made a start. I'm just gonna keep him there. My list. Cole Reagans. He is Ace adjacent. No, sorry, he is 2022 Shane McClanahan. He did it for 1 year. He needs to do it again. I think he would have done it last year if he wasn't healthy, or if he was healthy. It can touch 100 from the left side, power changeup, slider, curveball, working on a sinker. I mean, he's trying to be Tarek Skubal, and he's getting pretty damn close. If he can just get rid of the injuries. I'm not comparing to Tarek Skubal, but his repertoire kind of gets there. That's Colin Ray. I mean, he's like the most average pitcher I've ever seen. Um, that's about all I have to say about Colin Ray, if I'm being honest. Corbin Burns, I don't really care about the injury. He's ace adjacent at this point. He's awesome. He'll be back throwing 97-mile-an-hour cutters, and he's kind of unstoppable. Impeccable location. The stuff has diminished a little bit from his Cy Young season. It doesn't matter. He has 7 or 8 different pitches that he can whip out at any time. And I love the signing for the Diamondbacks when they got him. I still love it now. Can't really fault the guy for getting hurt. But if he gets hurt again, then we'll have to have a real conversation. But for right now, I put him there. I don't know him, but he's on the Rockies, so I'm going to put him here on the Rockies. Dane Dunning, he's in international ball, and he's not very. He will make his way to the Rockies. I have no doubt in my mind. Dane Dunning is the most Rocky ever. Really boring. He throws 90, throws a bunch of different pitches, doesn't throw any of them well. He's the epitome of the Chad innings eater. Go check out Foolish Baseball. That's all I'm gonna have to say. Dean Kremer was hurt, was decent when he came back. He's the epitome of average as well. He's just an average. Look at him. He looks so average. I mean, that's like a 1960s celebrity in his past life. I guarantee it. Is that DL Hall? He almost deserves to be in Where Are You? Part of the Corbin Burns trade isn't very good. He needs a new pregame ritual, though. He's a lefty, right? Any lefty's going to get a second chance at a different spot. 3 of these 4 are lefties. Two of these 4 throw hard, and one of them is an Angels pitcher. It's pretty self-explanatory. Drew Rasmussen. Whoa, what happened? Where did Drew Rasmussen go? Okay, that just moved. Okay, he's here. Okay. Um, Drew Rasmussen is the epitome of a White Sox number one. Great pitcher. He has impeccable location. He's been doing it for a couple of years now under the radar. I've seen it every fifth day as a Yankee fan. Um, and he's amazing. Good innings eater. Is consistent ever since his injury. I want to see him on a new team so he gets national recognition. Because if he was on the Dodgers, he would probably be getting Cy Young votes. Dylan Cease, oh boy, $200 million man. Dylan Cease. I think he's ace adjacent. People might disagree with that because of the 4.5 ERA, but if we're being completely honest, Dylan Cease deserves better than that. He's had crazy home run to fly ball numbers over the last couple of years. When they go his way, his ERA is low. When they don't go his way, his ERA is bad. I believe in him. I believe the Blue Jays are going to do something special with him and add a third pitch because, believe it or not, he only has two. He tried throwing the 77-mile-an-hour looping eephus changeup that was horrible. I mean, watch him try to throw that. That looks like a pitcher whose arm hurts or back hurts or shoulder hurts. Something hurts on that man when he's throwing that pitch. Somebody go please take a look at it. It's disgusting. Eduardo Rodriguez, I think he's already been on the Rockies. He just feels like he's on the Rockies. Bad. Again, another guy, classic guy, lost velocity, isn't very good, and keeps getting hurt. Edward Cabrera, new Cub. He's going to be first half David Peterson right now. He's an above average young pitcher. Cubs traded a lot for him. Owen Casey, some other stuff that doesn't matter. I love Edward Cabrera. I really wanted him on the Yankees. Power sinker, power changeup, power slider with a sweeper. He's awesome. Not going to talk too much about him. He's great. He's going to be great. Eric Fetty, funny name but can't pitch. Mr. Fetty Wap over here has a 17.38 ERA whenever he pitches for anybody that's not the White Sox. Let's move on. Yuri Perez, really young, really good. First half David Peterson. I love what the Marlins are building there with their what the Marlins are building with their pitching lab. Robbie Snelling and Thomas White are going to be up here next year. I love Yuri Perez. Really good ride fastball, changeup, slider, sinker, curveball. Has a great repertoire. Really low release height for a guy his size. I really recommend anybody at home who has tall kids looking to build them into a pitcher. He's the guy who I'd want to build after. Lower arm slot, good ride, good movement, everything you want in a pitcher. Framber Valdez, I mean, if that was anything other than a baseball, he might have killed a man. He does not like Cesar Salazar. Um, some other people in the world may not either. Well, sorry, some people might not like Framber Valdez as a pitcher because of that. He has to go in ace adjacent. Framber Valdez, as much as we all hate him as a guy, and MLB teams don't even want him because nobody's signing him, he's still a great pitcher. He makes 32 starts a year, under 3.5 ERA, good strikeout rate, good velocity, good sinker, curveball, changeup, four seamer. Good pitcher. I don't really want to say much more about him. Bad guy, though. Bad guy. Frankie Montas. Oh, I'm sure the Mets want this contract back. Um, he is. He's gonna make his way to the Rockies after this year. I have no doubt in my mind. Or independent ball. This should be Rockies or independent ball. It'll be one of the two. I'll expect to see him there. Freddie Peralta is the epitome of ace adjacent. He doesn't have the elite strikeout numbers that you're looking for, but he is so close to being an ace and an elite pitcher. I love him, but he's ace adjacent right now. I think with a really good year on the Mets, he might enter that elite category because I think their pitching lab is going to do some things with Freddie Peralta, and they are going to make him better. I do believe in the Mets pitching lab. Garrett Whitlock, he's a reliever, but I think he was also a Rocky. He's good. I'm not even going to rank Garrett Whitlock because he's a reliever. Gavin Williams, man, this guy was a stud. He's 2022 Shane McClanahan. Great ERA, power fastball, walks the world, not just Disney World. He walks the world. Going to be great once he figures out the walks and can throw his sweeper for strikes because he cannot do either of those two things. George Kirby, kind of the opposite, throws too many strikes, but he's still first half David Peterson. I love it. In fact, he's the White Sox number one. I'm not going to look at one bad year. George Kirby, the command center, is awesome and great pitches, can locate them all. Just does it a little too well. because sometimes they leak out over the plate, or he throws too many pitches on the plate because he doesn't like walking players, and he gives up a lot of runs because of it. Still doesn't walk anybody though. Still doesn't walk anybody. Garrett Cole, I don't care about the injury. He is an ace. He's done throughout his entire career. I don't need to defend Garrett Cole. If you're arguing against it, um, I can't say that. Go make Austin Gomber your ace. That's what I'll say. Graham Ashcraft, I think he's now a reliever, but I think he's also on the Rockies. No, he's still on the Reds, actually. He needs a new pregame ritual. He needs something new. He needs something to change for him because it is not working out what he's doing. He throws so hard, but he can't do anything right. He can't do anything else right. And he looks like he hurts when he's. You know what? Hold on. Looks like it hurts when you throw. I'll keep everything lowercase. It looks like it hurts when you throw. That's what this category is. And wow, I'm surprised it took me this long to come up with it, but it doesn't look like it hurt when most of these guys throw a baseball. They need a mechanical fix to be able to get them where they need to be. Grayson Rodriguez, I mean, he's the epitome of what it looks like to hurt. Like it hurts when you throw. I mean, he needs to go somewhere else. But he just went to the Angels. Oh. No, I'm not going to make a new category for that, but he could. Oh, Griffin Canning. Oh my God, he was he's second half David Peterson. I know he pitched better for the Mets in the first half, but Griffin Canning is not going to sustain that success. I'm sorry, he's just not. His Griffin Canning, he looks so average. He's going to be average. That's why I put him in below average, just because he played for the Angels. Hunter Brown, I really believe in the stuff for him, but he is ace adjacent. Ooh, force crack at 23. Um, Hunter Brown is basically elite. He just needs to do it for a little bit longer, right? High fastball velo, hard curveball, hard slider, hard changeup, and he even added, I believe, a sinker just to go off that fastball, and it plays really, really well. One of the best. I expect him to be a Cy Young contender again next year. He's great. Hunter Green. This is going to be a hot topic. He's 2022 Shane McClanahan. Oh, fight me. Oh, okay. Hunter Green is 2022 Shane McClanahan. 2022 Shane McClanahan because he's only done it for 1 year. I love him. I think he's going to be elite. But he's really only had one full season, and he still missed games in that season. So as a pitcher, if this was a straight projection for the next 5 years, I would probably put him much higher, but I can't because he has so many injuries and he's awesome, but I just can't put him any higher. I just can't do it. Jack Flaherty, I mean, he's the epitome of below average. I don't even want to say much about Jack Flaherty. He's so boring. Jacob DeGrom, he proved this year that he is still elite. I don't care about the injuries with him because he has shown levels of dominance for like 6 straight years. So that's why him and Hunter Green are a little bit different. Where, no, that's not fair. That's not fair. Ace adjacent. I'll put him in ace adjacent because Hunter Green has only done it for 1 year and Jacob DeGrom has done it for. That's what I'll say. He's great. Really big fastball slider. Added a curveball, changeup, sinker in the last 5 years just to get some more pitches in there for fun because he can because he's Jacob DeGrom and he's awesome. I don't know why the Mets ever let him go. Um, is this Jake Irvin? I used to love this guy 2 years ago. Then he started, he was on the Nationals and he threw his fastball way too much. Shout out that again, the Willitics or Lance Brozdowski video. Actually, this is Lance Brozdowski. He throws his fastball way too much, and it's a really bad fastball too. I don't know why the Nationals and the Rockies are so behind on this pitching development thing. He needs to stop throwing his four-seam fastball. Um, I'm going to put him in. You'll make your way to the Rockies. I think after the Nationals day, I think he can be better, but I think for now, I think we're going to keep him here. I think we're going to keep him here. I think James Paxton. I think I saw a video of him recently. Trying to make a major league comeback. Um, he kind of looks like he hurts when he throws. If I'm being completely honest. I love James Paxton, former Yankee, but he kind of just looks like he's like nursing a bad back whenever he's throwing, and it's super weird. So as nobody tried to help him change the mechanics a little bit because I mean it looks like it hurts. Jameson Tyone's another perfect guy. He looks like he hurts when he's throwing the baseball, but I'm gonna put him in second half David Peterson because that's what he is. He's a slightly below average pitcher at this point. Again, a lot of these pitchers, what they do is they throw a lot of pitches or a lefty and they don't throw that hard and they're so uninspiring. My third grade science project was more inspiring than these 7 pitchers right here. Jared Jones, he's going to be first half David Peterson. I think he's great. I know the walk rate spiked up towards the end of his first year and he missed all of last year, but I think he's going to be a good pitcher. Throws hard. If he can fix up the command, he'll be right there as a good number 3 to Bubba Chandler and Paul Skeens. Paul Skenes. That's Jeffrey Springs, soft tossing lefty. You know where those people go. Second half, David Peterson. Jesus Luzardo. He's the White Sox number 1. He was great last year, really found the zone a lot more. A great metric to see when a pitcher is really effective and efficient and can reach that ace category is their zone contact percentage. How many pitches can you get in the zone without the batter hitting them? Because your stuff is just that nasty. It's gone up this year dramatically for him, and he's been awesome. I've been love watching him pitch. Another Marlins pitcher that almost got traded to the Yankees, and I would love to have, honestly, if I'm being honest. Is that Johnny Brito? Former Yankee? He's a funny name. Funny name, but can't pitch. Simple. Look how he spells Johnny. That's all. I'll leave it there. Joe Musgrove. At this point in his career, he's looks like it hurts when he throws because he is always hurt when he throws, and he looks like he's hurt. We'll keep it there. Every time he throws a curveball, it looks like his elbow is about to snap in half. Joe Ryan. He's the White Sox number 1 as well. And by the way, this category is specific to pitchers who are not number 1 on their team, just to make that very clear. Joe Ryan, he's great. He's added some velocity in the last 2 years. A lot of horizontal sweep, sink, cut. He's awesome. He's the epitome of modern pitching, in my opinion, and I love him. Again, another guy. I'm so sorry to keep bringing it up, but I want him on the Yankees. I would trade the world for him. Give him Jason Dominguez and 2 printers, and I would take him on my roster. John Means. I mean, again, the epitome of it looks like it hurts when you throw because he's had 2 injuries. Not going to speak too much on John Means. I feel bad for the guy. John Gray. It's simple. You'll make your way and have been to the Rockies because he has. Jordan Lyles, not in the bigs anymore. The Chad Innings eater. Man, I love this guy. In his prime, I loved watching him throw 92-mile-an-hour sinkers. He is going to make his way or has been on the Rockies. I think he has been on the Rockies. No, we'll keep him here. We'll keep him there. Actually, we're going to add just can't pitch. Simple. Not even a funny name. You get extra points for having a funny name, but you just can't pitch. Johnny Brito, as much as I would love to say funny name, but he just can't pitch. And Jordan Lyles, he just can't pitch. I'm so sorry. Anybody else? Eduardo Rodriguez can't pitch. Bobby Miller. Can't pitch. Like the Rockies have a type, right? The Rockies and the Angels kind of have a type they look for. This is kind of the type that they're looking for. Guys that have been good at some point, but not good anymore. These guys really haven't ever been good. Jordan Montgomery, he's a Rockies guy. He is horrible. I mean, ever since he left the Yankees and had that late spring training, he's been awful. Sorry, Diamondbacks signed so many bad pitching contracts. Who are you? This is Jordan Wicks. I think he was hurt a little bit last year. Soft tossing lefty. We'll just say below average. I honestly don't know a ton about Jordan Wicks. I know he's soft tossing 90 to 90 poo. We'll leave it there. Jordan Hicks. He is a future Rocky, but he just can't pitch. He can't. They tried to make him a starter because he couldn't throw strikes to reliever. He lost about 8 ticks of velocity going to a starter, and then when you throw 92, that 100 doesn't work in the same location, or 92 doesn't work in the same location as 100 does. He just can't pitch. I'm so sorry. No, actually, I don't feel bad. Jose Barrios, he's just I mean, he's just consistent always. He's consistently average. I mean, this should be named the Jose Barrios tier rather than David Peterson because is David Peterson on this list? I don't even know if David Peterson is on this list, but if he is, he's in the David Peterson tier. Jose Barrios has just been bang on average for the last like 5 years. What else more do you have to say? I mean, slurve, sinker, changeup, four seamer. That's about it. Jose Quintana. Uh, Second half, Dave Peters at this point in his career, he's just maybe slightly below average. He's fine. I like him as a pitcher. Good number 5, but he's getting really old. I don't know how he's going to do next year. Josiah Gray, great personality when he made the All Star game that one year. If you know, you know. But he will be on the Rockies. I can just sense it. I can actually sense a midseason trade for Sam Hilliard. Sam Hilliard to the Nats for Josiah Gray. I'm calling it now. JP France. Man, I'm pulling these names out of my ass. But honestly, at the end of the day, I'm still going to go with Who Are You? Because I do know who he is. No, he just can't. We'll say he just can't pitch. He's not very good. I'm so sorry, JP France and his father, who are definitely watching this video. Um, this is getting harder and harder. Is this Justin Sterner? I mean, the fact that I pulled that out, I'm gonna still say, "Wait, who are you?" Justin Steele. The what? I don't know if the Cubs are bad at pitching development or not, but he needs to throw another pitch. He only has like 3 pitches. He has relatively good success, but he looks like he hurts when he throws. He looks like he has a weird hitch in his shoulder, and it's kind of like hindering him from getting full 180 inning seasons. It's simple. He goes there for me. Justin Verlander. Wow. I mean, he's like the opposite of this, right? Second half, he was great. First half, he was good. So we'll put Justin Verlander in average. He's earned my respect and yours too. You better not put him anywhere else other than that. Kyle. He's Kyle somebody. He's not Harrison. Is this Keaton Win? Yes. Just random player generator. Random player generator is the new name of this tier. I think that's perfect because Keaton Wynn, Justin Sterner, Cal Quantrill, um, whoever you are and whoever you are, these are all random player generators. Kenta Maeda just can't pitch. He's really bad. He retired at the end of last year because he couldn't pitch on the Tigers, who have a pitcher-friendly park. He was terrible. Kevin Gossman, he's a really good pitcher. He's the White Sox number 1. I think we need to put him above these guys because of the reputation that he has. Kevin Gossman, good. He's basically just a two-pitch pitcher, fastball split, mixes in a slider occasionally to righties, but that's how you know you're really good when you can rely on 2 pitches and get a lot of players out. Kodai Senga. Super interesting. Kind of like most Mets starting pitchers. Good first half, bad second half. But I don't know if I believe in him coming back to it. So I'm gonna say it looks like it. I'm gonna say second half David Peterson, probably slightly below average at this point. I don't see him starting the opening day roster on the Mets. Cutter Crawford, he got hurt. Funny name, but no, because he can pitch a little bit. He has a little bit of pitchability in him. I will say he's average. I think he's about average. I think he's with. No, he's not with these guys, actually. He's below average. He's a below average pitcher. Cutter Crawford. I mean, no. He's the epitome of looks like it hurts when he throws. He looks like he hurts when he throws. I know I've used the word epitome about 47 times, but he does look like it hurts when he throws. Somebody in the comments tell me who this guy is. He looks so familiar. Is this Kyle Bradish? I think this is Kyle Bradish. If it is Kyle Bradish, he's pretty good. He's first half David Peterson. When he pitches, he's been good. He's been hurt, but when he pitches, he's been good. Weird delivery, funky. I love the pitchers that got some funk with them, that comes with them, that doesn't look like it hurts. Kyle Freeland. This guy, I mean, he's like a worse Andrew Heaney, a worse Bailey Falter. I mean, he just can't pitch. And he's a Rocky. Oh my God, no, he's a Rocky. Jake, what are you doing? He's a Rocky. Kyle Gibson. I am so surprised he never made it to the Rockies. I'm going to put him there. Kyle Harrison. This is Kyle Harrison. Um, he's on the Red Sox now. I'm going to say he makes it to the Rockies. I don't really know. Do you guys really care about Kyle Harrison, honestly, at this point? Kyle Hendricks retired. I don't care. I'm going to be biased. I love Kyle Hendricks. I know he was below average this past year, but Kyle Hendricks is an average starter to me. God damn it. I love Kyle Hendricks. Miss the way he pitches. I feel like we need more of it. I mean, Lance grab your nuts, Lynn. I mean, with the crotch grab, man, it's so iconic. But when I grab my nuts at work, anyways, he's towards the end of his career, he's average too. I'm gonna put him in the Kyle Hendricks category. Great pitchers I love to watch that were above average at some points, below average at some points. So I'll give him average. Logan Allen, wow, he's gonna be on the Rockies. No velocity, big looping curveball, slider, changeup. He is like a Cole Reagans wannabe with a lot less velocity. Um, I don't need to spend too much time on Logan Allen. Logan Gilbert, on the other hand, I will spend some time on because this guy looks like it hurts when he throws, but he is amazing. I mean, he is an ace adjacent. He is an ace adjacent starting pitcher. I love Logan Gilbert. Um, Good splitter, slider. I think he added a curveball and has a sinker and four seamer. Um, really funky delivery. Gets guys out in big spots. Lots of innings. I love these types of pitchers. The absolute fucking workhorses. Yeah, Whitlock is here again. Get to the bottom of my list. Logan Webb. This might ruffle some feathers, but he's elite. He upped the strikeout rate this year. Started throwing a cutter. He has six pitches and he's great. He's consistent. He throws 200 innings every single year, and he's just like a tick above Dylan Cease and a Framer for me. Two guys who have been very consistent. Even Freddie Peralta. These three guys have been very consistent, but he's just been a tick better. Argue with the wall. Sucks to be you. Louis Varland. He's a reliever now. Actually, he gave up that huge homer to Aaron Judge in the playoffs. We'll say it looks like it hurts when you throw. Lucas Giolito. I know he was good down the stretch last year. I'll give you average. I'll be nice. Lucas Giolito, good media personality. I could see him doing media in the future. Luis Castillo. He's still above average. I know his numbers went down a little bit last year from efficiency and velocity and movement, just a little bit. But I really like Luis Castillo. Um, really weird delivery. Again, the classic sidearm repertoire, sinker, slider, changeup, four seamer. Great strikeout celebration on the mound. I need more of it and to inject that into my veins. Luis Heel throws hard, really nothing else. He doesn't have a good pitch mix. Fastball, slider, changeup, mixes in a sinker. He won Rookie of the Year, but I'm going to give him average. He's just not anywhere higher than this right now. I think he can be, but he walks way too many guys. Actually, so since he does that, he's second half David Peterson. He needs to show more. Is this Osvaldo Beto? Is Osvaldo Beto on this list? I don't think so. Who is this? Oh, is this Luis? Oh, what's his name? Luis something. It's Luis something. I know who this is. He's bad. Random player generator. I'm sorry. This is Luis? Who's the other guy that got dinged in the controversy with Emmanuel Clase? What's his name? I think this is him though. I think this is him. Luis Ortiz. Yeah, Luis Ortiz. Um, committed a crime. Luis Ortiz committed a crime. Luis Severino kind of committed a crime against the city of Sacramento, but we'll just put him on. I still believe in him. I think he's. I actually think he's above average, but you guys would kill me if I put him there. So I'm gonna put him in David Peterson. He's average. Get him away from the A's. I think he'll be fine. Mackenzie Gore, newly acquired Ranger, big power lefty. I think he's White Sox number one. I know this might be a little high to some of you, but I really believe in the repertoire. When he gets in the Rangers organization, I think they're going to do some things, make up those cutter a little bit more that he brought in towards the end of 2025. And I think he's going to do great things over there. Who are you? Are you Mike Burrows? Are you? You're not Braxton Ashcraft, not Mike Burrows. We're just going to put you in random player generator. I'm so sorry. Marcus Stroman, you just can't pitch. I don't think I have to say any more of that. He's in a Yankees cap. Anybody who knows, sees, is watching him pitch in a Yankees cap. Martin Perez, he is definitely going to make it to the Rockies. Max Fried, you guys can argue with a wall. He's an ace. I'm so sorry. He's elite. He has made some of the most starts since 2020. He has the lowest ERA since 2020. He just had 200 strikeouts last year. He's consistent, has 7 pitches, has velocity, mixes them in very well. You guys can argue with a wall. I don't really care. That's where he is. I want to hear a good reason in the comment section for why he's not why he's lower. I need a good reason. Give me something good, because just saying he's not there does not work for me. I need a reason. Max Scherzer sucks because he's just old, but I'm going to give him the David Peterson treatment where he could be average. Actually, we'll put all these three guys down here. These three guys are just the epitome of below average at this point, but great pitchers in their career. Max Scherzer obviously a step above that. Merrill Kelly is, guess what? Might be a little surprising. He's first half David Peterson. He's just been great. I know he's 37, but he consistently throws a ton of innings, gets guys out, doesn't walk guys. He just went back to Arizona because he loves it there so much. I love Merrill Kelly. I would have taken him as a Yankee as well. Michael King, he's also in this tier. I know he faltered a little bit, but then came back like strong in the last couple starts. He's great. He's gonna be fine once he's healthy. First half David Peterson. If with another great year, I think he could be up in the 2022 Shane McClanahan category. But for now, he has to be in the first half, David Peterson. We'll start moving by a little bit quicker. Michael Wacha, the epitome of first half, David Peterson. Really good. Good changeup. Good changeup. Um, good ride, fastball, that's all I'll say. Miles Michaelis, you are so bad. He committed a crime on in the Cardinals organization by him staying there. He's been so bad for the past like 5 years, and they continue to put him there. No, I know he just can't pitch, but he committed a crime against the Cardinals. I don't know why he still pitches there. I don't know why the Cardinals still give him opportunities over guys like Tink Hence. But he's bad. He's bad. Mitch Keller. Um, he's just the. Almost said it again. He's average. That's all I'm going to say. Nate Eovaldi, 2022 Shane McClanahan, and here's why. He was elite. Elite. He had like an ERA in the ones, and then he got hurt a little bit, which that kind of fits 2022 Shane McClanahan. His year was better than all of these guys' years and all the best years they've ever had. And I know he's old, so he's probably not going to replicate it. But if we are ranking based off what they did last year and what I could think for 2026 alone, he is here. He is here, no doubt about it. Sorry, argue with me. Nestor Cortez, ooh, bad last year as a Yankee, bad year as a Brewer slash Padre. Looks like it hurts when you throw. It kind of does look like it hurts when he throws. It looks like he looks like your uncle trying to throw more than 8 pitches at a family barbecue. Doesn't look sweet, and especially when he does some kind of that weird shit, it really messes himself up. Not the hitter. Nick Lodolo, he's so nasty. Sidearm slot. First half, Dave Peterson. Above average guy. I love Nick Lodolo. I was kind of hoping he'd get traded this offseason. I want to see what he looks like not in a Reds uniform because that owner refuses to spend money and it pisses me off. But we'll keep him there. And I think he's going to be there for us for the rest of his days. Nick Pivetta, 4-year deal with the Padres offseason. Best contract that was signed last offseason. He is the White Sox number one. He would be. He was great last year, 180 innings, I believe. Great strikeout rate, high fastball, low curveball, playoff it, change up to lefties. Man, I could just talk about pitch repertoires all day. And so could Ty Adcock. I think that's who this is, right? Is this Ty Adcock? He's kind of the reason why I made this category. Oh, this is Paul Blackburn. Oh. Well, funny name, but can't pick. Paul Blackburn. Maybe he's just a funny looking guy. I don't know. But Paul Blackburn can go in there. Pablo Lopez. 2022 Shane McClanahan. I love his stuff. His stuff plays really well. He's only had one good year, like great year, where he put it all together because he was hurt for a little bit of it for some time. For the last couple of years, he's missed some time. I need him to be healthy. Power changeup, power sinker, slider, sweeper. When I think sweeper, I think his, and I think of Sonny Gray's. Hopefully, we come to later, but great, great player. Patrick Corbin, he will end up on the Rockies. I don't care that he was good last year. He's going to end up on the Rockies, and he will be bad. Patrick Sandoval, he's the epitome of an Angels player, unfortunately, but he's already been to the Angels and left there. Even the Angels couldn't use him. Just can't pitch. He just can't pitch. He's just not very good. Paul Skeens, if I made this after his first start, if I made it now, he's elite. He was always going to be elite. And he throws 8 different pitches, all with success. And I watch every start of his. That's how watchable he is and how great he is, where it makes me turn on Pirate games in the years 2024 and 2025. That's how great Paul Skeens is. Oh boy. Yeah, we're getting so into this list. We're talking about, I mean, who are you? I don't know who you are, random player generator. Randy Vasquez, best player exchanged in the Randy Vasquez deal, not the Juan Soto deal. Um, he just can't pitch. He's just not very good. He also looks like it hurts when he throws, but we'll keep it and just can't pitch. Ranger Suarez. This is tough because if you watch my video on the free agent signings and or all transactions of this offseason, you know I'm not that high on Ranger Suarez. But I'm not an idiot, right? He's first half Dave Peterson. He is above average. I just think he's one, maybe two good years left. And then I think, once the location starts to go away a little bit, the point is he's throwing 90-mile-an-hour fastballs right now. What does that look like in a couple years when he's throwing 87-mile-an-hour fastballs? Um, Reese Olson, he is about average in everything. He looks average. He looks like he's in college. Kind of looks hungover in his picture. Reese's Pieces Olson will stick over there. Oh, I know who you are. This is the guy who threw the no-hitter, right? The Angels ruined. I thought he was on the Red Sox for a second, but he's not. He's Reed Detmers. Yes. Oh, future Rocky Reed Detmers. Don't have to say anything more. Ronaldo Lopez. I don't know if he's going to repeat what he did, but I have to put him in 2022 Shane McClanahan based off the category. All guys that have had one great year. They've had one great year and they haven't been able to replicate it due to injuries or poor performance or whatever, but I have to put him there. I'm sorry, guys. He finished with like a one something ERA 2 years ago. I kind of have to. And who the fuck is this? Ross Stripling was not throwing pitches in 2025 or 2024. He just wasn't. I'm gonna rank him. He's gonna find his way on the Rockies, but I'm honestly just gonna say he can't. No, we'll say he has a funny name but can't pitch. Ryan Pepio, and again for the 42nd time this episode, he's the epitome of David Peterson, epitome of average. I think once he gets out of that ballpark in the Rays, like when he starts going back to the Trop this year, I think he'll be better. But for right now, the results show that he is average. Ryan Nelson, elite fastball. I think he's one of the best run values on his fastball in the bigs. I'm going to take a stand on Ryan Nelson. I know. We're this late in the video, and the stands I'm taking are Ryan Nelson being a little bit above average. That's where we were at in the video, guys. I'm going to play my flag here. Ryan Nelson has the tools to be great, and I think the Diamondbacks another year older. I think he's going to take a leap this year, and I am making a bold prediction that Ryan Nelson is an all-star this upcoming season. Mark my words. Ryan Nelson's an all-star. Sean Manaea, really weird because he'll get back to being decent. I think he's going to be average. I don't think he was as bad as he was last year. I don't think he was as good as he was 2 years ago. He'll be average from the Mets. Seth Lugo, if we did this list a year ago, he'd be a lot higher. But I think he's honestly below average at this point. I think he's just lost a little bit. He's old. He looks like my grandfather. Anyways, Shane Bieber, Blue Jay, re-signed on a really cheap deal. I don't know why. I think he could have gotten more in free agency. I know he loves it there, but make them pay you more. He'll be average. He's average. I can see it clear as day. 150 innings, 4 ERA for the Blue Jays next year. I'm calling it now. The most average pitcher in the big leagues next year. 100%. Shane McClanahan. He's going in 2022. Shane McClanahan. It's what the category was named after. One great year. Need to see it more. He's probably my favorite pitcher to watch in the big leagues. That's not a Yankee. Power lefty, really, really good changeup. One of the highest run values on his changeup. Slider, curveball, power four-seamer. Man, we need to see him pitch again in 2026 because he's definitely a joy to watch. Shota Imanaga. Second half David Peterson. It's simple. Watch this year. He's going to be below average. You can't survive throwing a 92-mile-an-hour fastball, 2 changeups and a sweeper. Can't do it. I don't know who came up with that pitch mix, but he can't do it. Sonny Gray is the White Sox number one. I know he got a couple more whiffs last year than he really has known in the past, but Sonny Gray at this point is just the White Sox number one and nothing more than that. I'm sorry to Sonny Gray fans out there. This is not Yankee hatred. I know he was bad in the Yankees, but it has nothing to do with that. Or maybe it does. Spencer Strider, it's tough because when he pitched last year, he wasn't very good. He wasn't very good. 2022 Shane McClanahan. I need to see it again. Spencer Strider was a great pitcher, and I loved watching him. In 2024, I mean, the definition of power fastball, power slider. He was just bad last year. I don't know what you want me to do. He was elite, and then he was bad. I think he struck out close to 300 guys in 2024. Steven Matz, don't know why he's on this list. He'll be a reliever for the Rays. Um, looks like it hurts when you throw. Sure. I think that's Taijuan Walker. He just can't pitch anymore. Sorry, Taijuan. That's best I could do. Taj Bradley. He went to the Twins. Didn't he say it was the first time he read a scouting report? I don't think that. I mean, that's like the weirdest headline I've seen all baseball season. I've seen some weird ones. Taj Bradley is so interesting to me. Um, I don't know what his career looks like. If you told me he was an ace in 3 years, I believe you. If you told me he was out of the league in 3 years, I believe you. We'll keep him in second half David Peterson, which is below average for now. Tanner Bybee, he's what average looks like. He's average looking guy. He might be Australian, which is average. He might be 6'1", which is average. May have a 5-inch wiener, which is average. Average sinker, average slider. We'll keep him there. Herrick Skubal, definitely above average everything physical on his body. He is elite. He is number one. Paul Skeen's number two. These are not ranked inside the tiers, but Tarek Skubal needs to be put at the front of elite because he is the number one pitcher in baseball. Um, I mean, the fact that the Tigers only want to pay him $19 million when he's asking for 30, that's not even that much. He should ask for more. 2 Cy Youngs before you're hitting free agency is insane. Tarek Skubal is elite. What else do you want me to say? Tigers trade him because you don't seem like you want to win. Trevor Rogers was low-key elite last year. I'm going to put him above average right now. I need to see it for longer. He'd be in 2022 Shane McClanahan if he did it for the full season, but he did not. So therefore, I can't put him any higher than this. I really like his outlook for the 2026 season. I can't wait to see him and what he does. Trevor Williams isn't in the bigs. I feel bad because I like the guy, but he just can't pitch. Tristan McKenzie just can't pitch. I'm so sorry, Tristan McKenzie. Just can't pitch anymore. Tyler Anderson was a Rocky. He might even be on the Rockies. I'm going to say that he's on the Rockies. No. We'll say he's been in the Rockies because he has been in the Rockies. Tyler Glasnow just can't stay healthy. So this is so weird because he can't be anybody's number one if he's not healthy. So this might be controversial, but I'm going to put him in first half David Peterson. And when I post this on Shorts, this list, people are going to lose their mind. But if they watch the video, they know why, because I can't put him as a number one. He hasn't even had a full season of, I think his highest innings pitch ever is 130. He's not ace adjacent for that reason, and he's not elite for that reason. So he has to go in first half David Peterson. I mean, what's the difference between him and Trevor Rogers? Spicy. Who is that? Is this Trevor McGill? Or Tyler McGill? Uh, Funny name, but can't pitch. Not a very good pitcher. Wade Miley, I think he committed a crime. Didn't he distribute drugs to not Andrew Heaney, Tyler Skaggs? Didn't he commit a crime? I think he committed a crime, and I don't really like him anyway. He looks high in this photo. Walker Bueller, just can't pitch. Went to the Phillies, can't pitch. Just hasn't been able to pitch. Yoshinobu is an ace. Argue with a wall. Um, I don't think anybody would argue that anymore, actually. But he's awesome. That contract that he signed, beginning of the 2023 season, one of the best starting pitcher contracts that we have. He's been durable, been healthy, and he is an absolute fucking dog on the mound. Um, every team wants a Yoshinobu. Only a couple teams have a Yoshinobu. Darvish retired. I feel so bad because I wanted him to finish out the contract. I thought he could have gotten to like 3,000 Ks and some key milestones, even though he came over a little bit late. But Darvish will always be above average in my heart. You can't convince me otherwise. I love Darvish. You say Kikuchi. Um, Funny at this point, he's funny name but can't pitch. At this point, he has not been able to pitch at a decent level for a little bit for the last at least like year and a half. Other than that little half year stretch with the Astros, Zach Gallen. He's still above average for me. I know he had a little bit of a hiccup at the end of last year, but he's been getting Cy Young votes for like 5 years now. He's going to sign with some really smart organization that's going to make him good. I have almost no doubt in my mind. Zach Eflin. We'll say he's average. He was bad last year, good the year before that. I'm sorry, I'm kind of speeding along here. This now. Zach Littell. I don't even know if anybody watching knows Zach Littell and how good he is, but he is first half David Peterson. He's been great for the past 2 years, eating up 180 innings with a sub 4 ERA. That is valuable to me. Zach Wheeler. Um, I don't want more aces than ace adjacents. I know it's just weird to. Okay, we'll say Chris Sale's ace adjacent. We'll say he's ace adjacent at this point. I love him. But Zach Wheeler, let's talk about him. He's elite every time he pitches. I know he just had thoracic outlet. He should be back for 2026. So that means he got the good thoracic outlet surgery, is what I'm hearing. I didn't know if there was a good one. But he's gonna be pitching in the 2026 season, according to all the reports I've been reading. And Garrett Whitlock committed a crime by being on this list. No, he's a future. We'll say he's a future Rocky, just to put him on the list. And guys, here's my list: 156 names of starting pitchers for the 2026 MLB season, also including the 2025 stats, just to kind of put it together. And here it is. Here it is. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. And I want everybody to have a wonderful week till the Super Bowl. Who are you guys picking? Let me know. And have a wonderful weekend.